What's up, tubers? It's your boy Garrick, also known as Barber Luther King. Today I want to talk about the 3 most important questions that you can ask a new client. Hopefully you're getting new clients all the time. Some of us I know right now, we have booking apps, but sometimes you also have it where you can take a walk-in. And if you take a walk-in or somebody just comes in the barbershop, hey, can someone cut my hair? And they get in your chair. Each new person that gets in your chair should be a steady client. As long as you provide them with a good haircut. And most importantly, remember this, a great conversation trumps a haircut. So I'm gonna give you a shortcut of the 3 best questions to ask a new client so they'll become a regular client. Number 1 question, you gotta know their name. Ask them their name. We all love when people call us by our names. Your name is probably the most important word on the planet. You could never hear your name enough. You go places, Garrick, hey Garrick, hey, what's up, man? I love when people know my name. So when you have a new client in your chair, ask them their name. And if you're bad at remembering names, like I'm bad at remembering names, say their name repeatedly as you're talking to them. Person's name is Kenny. First of all, if you forget Kenny, something wrong with you. But the person's name is Kenny. That's an easy name to remember. As you're conversing with them, hey Kenny, how's everything going? Hey Kenny, where do you work? Hey Kenny, you can always throw in that name so you can remember it as you're cutting their hair. All right, man, see you later, Kenny. Hey, it was great talking to you. Bam, now this person is like, hey, they remember my name. A lot of people forget my name when I'm talking to them, but they remember my name. So get their whole name, Kenny Smith. Kenny Smith. And write it down if you need to. Have a little piece of paper. That's what I do. Sometimes I have a cheat sheet by me. I have like a paper and a pen because I usually have my organizer on my station, and I write the name Kenny Smith. So that way you know the person's name if you're bad at remembering names. So number 1, you want to know the person's whole name, first and last. Number 2, their status as far as if they're married or they're dating. Their dating status, I'll say. That's number 2. You want first, okay. Because if they're single and they're dating, now you can talk to them about the single life, how it is in the streets, dating, how it is nowadays. Are they on the apps? You can talk to them. You can give them some advice. You get to know more about them. They'll tell you their dating experience, whether they might be a player. He's like, yo, man, I be slanging these women. I be slanging them all day, son. It might be that type of person. Or one dude might be like, hey, man, I'm looking for love. Now you can talk to him about that. You can give him some of your dating advices, some of your dating tips. So it's more of an intimate conversation. And then if they're married, and then you could talk to them about being married. You could talk about their wife, the things that he loves about her, all that stuff. But it's more of an intimate conversation. So you can talk about the wife, and then 9 times out of 10, if they're married, or even if they're single, they talk about their dating status or their wife, and now they can get into the kids. So finding out their status, whether they're married or single, could also lead into the children. So now it's like, hey, so now you're just retaining more information about them. Oh yeah, so you married, you got the wife, how long y'all been married? Oh man, we've been married 10 years. Oh, you got any kids? Oh yeah, man, we got 2 kids, Reggie number 1 and Reggie number 2. First of all, who names their kids Reggie number 1 and Reggie number 2? That might be an issue right there, but we're not gonna talk about that. You might just really like your name. But now as you're talking to them about Reggie number 1 and Reggie number 2, and you write their names down, which if you can't remember Reggie 1 and Reggie 2, something is wrong with you. But you write it down anyway. And then next thing you know, the next time they come in the shop, hey man, how's Reggie number 1 and Reggie number 2 doing? Now they're looking at you like, yo, man, this person really paid attention to me. It was more than a haircut. Now, that's good. So you got all that information just by asking them their status, whether they're married or they're single. Number 3, third most important question that you ask a new client is, where do they work? What do they do? What is their profession? What company do they work at? So now you have these things. They can tell you they're an accountant. They work at KPMG. Oh yeah, man, so how's it being an accountant at KPMG? Man, I hate all my workers. Man, I hate my coworkers. I hate them with a passion. Or they might be like, man, I love my coworkers. Matter of fact, it's one that I got a crush on. So they'll tell you about their job. They'll tell you about their boss. They'll tell you about everything they're doing. They'll tell you how long they've been at the job. You always want to ask open-ended questions. How long have you been at the job? How did you find out about the job? What are some of the things that you like about their job? Because people love to talk about themselves. So now you know about their job. You know that they're an accountant at KPMG. You know they got a kid, 2 kids, Reggie 1, Reggie 2. You know they got a wife they've been married to for a long time. And you know the person's name, Kenny Smith. Remember the person's name at the beginning? That name is Kenny Smith. So now you have all this information. So when the next time your client comes in, hey, Kenny Smith, how's everything going at KPMG as accountant? Oh yeah, by the way, how are your kids doing? Reggie number 1 and Reggie number 2. What are they doing? Oh, they got a soccer game this week? Oh, so now this person is talking to you and it was more than a haircut. You retain information about them. And I promise you, the other barbers aren't going to be doing this. So now this person is coming back to you because they like you. Because you made them feel important. Now you have a loyal client. But better yet, it could be loyal clients because Reggie number 1 and Reggie number 2 need haircuts. So the next time he comes in, maybe after you cut his hair twice, now he's like, hey man, I want to make an appointment for 3 next time. I want you to be Reggie number 1 and Reggie number 2. Now you got 3 people coming to you just by asking the right 3 questions. What's your name? What's your status? Married, being married, single? Where do you work? You know everything about this person. It's like going on a first date because that's how it is when clients sit in our chair. It's like a first date. And the best date is the person that they're going to come back to. So remember those 3 questions, and they're open-ended questions. Now you got a new client. Now you've increased your income. Now you're making more money. Now you can buy those J's that you want, or you can buy the stock that you want, or you can save up the money for your own barber shop. Or if you want to get a barber suite, you save up the money, you get your own suite so you can have clients coming to your suite. I'm telling y'all this is 33 years of knowledge. These are the things that I have done to become a successful barber, and I wanted to hand them to you. So enjoy. Make sure you do one thing. If you already don't, hit that subscribe button. Barber Luther King, I love you all. Ciao!